Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Howard the Champ here with y'all with another video today. And today I have for y'all a pretty fun UU team that I had with my friend Ty from Discord. Or I'll put my Discord link in the description below so y'all can check that out. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and review our teams real quick. So I'm gonna review my team, then I'll review Ty's team over there. So what I got on my team is Mega Man Electric, Zoomro, Latias, Seismitoad, Talonflame, and Scizor. And on Ty's team over there, we got Durmantan, Gliscor, Tentacruel, Scizor, Superior, and Venomoth. And two things I want to point out. Number one, I've never seen a Venomoth in UU, so that could be interesting. And two, the reason why I have Seismitoad in my team is because it's a good counter to Rotom Wash, because Rotom Wash has been pretty annoying in UU bait right now. So yeah, this is why I have Seismitoad as that counter. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this battle. So the battle begins with my opponent Ty leading off Damnation the Mantan, and I'm going to lead with 1000 Watts my Manectric. So right here, I was debating to switch out into my Seismitoad, predicting maybe Earthquake, Flare Blitz, or maybe Rock Slide, but I would go for Rock Slide. So I do switch a Richard in my Seismitoad, predict either Flare Blitz or Earthquake, or U-turn as he goes for U-turn right now. Doesn't do too much damage since I am pretty bulky on the physical side and social side, since I do have mixed defenses. And he's gonna switch out in Superior, and he actually predicts my switch out in my Talonflame and switches out into I want to say the Gliscor. Let's see. No, he does not. I mean, he switches out into Tentacruel, but I was really predicting the Gliscor. But this is okay, because I could just go for the Flying MZ here and just kill him off. So that's what I go for. Supersonic Sky Strike, which is obviously going to obliterate this thing to the next dimension. So yeah. Supersonic Sky Strike. Talonflame goes up the sky and just obliterates this freaking Tentacruel. Just look at that. Straight up Oko. And that shows how not physically defensive Tentacruel is. It's more of a special wall, but not physical. Now he's going to switch back out into now I'm going to switch into Gliscor, my bad. As I'm going to switch out into my Real Steel, the Scizor, to tank anything real, expecting maybe a Toxic. And he actually goes for Knockoff, which is pretty bad, because now I got my leftovers, and he also got the crit right there, which is also bad news. As right there, of course, he's also Poison Heal. As right here, he goes for the Earthquake, doing decent damage, not too much, since I am a bulky variant of Scizor. As I'm just gonna go for U-turn just to get some momentum. As I'm going to switch into my Mega Man Electric right here. So at this point in time, I was thinking, should I predict the switch out into Durmantan? Because I have a feeling, you know what, he's probably going to predict my Hidden Power Ice, switch out into Durmantan. As I wasn't going to risk it, so I just went for the Hidden Power Ice just for safe play. As this doesn't do really nothing, since it does resist it and has basically low power. But yeah, as I go ahead and Mega Evolve, get that Intimidate off. And of course go for the Hidden Power Ice. I was really close by clicking Thunderbolt. I was really. So yeah, go for the Hidden Power Ice. Not too much damage. As I'm gonna switch back out into Richard, the Seismitoad, I want to say. Yes. And right here, I think he goes for the Earthquake or U-turn. I want to say he goes for the Earthquake. Okay, yeah. Thank goodness I didn't stay in there, because that would have been bad news. Because I was actually pretty close by staying in and just going straight for the Thunderbolt or Volt switch. So I'm glad that I actually did switch out on the Seismitoad here. As he's going to switch out into the Superior. Yes. And as I go for the Stealth Rock. Yeah, and these Stealth Rock are actually going to help me out during the match, as you guys are going to see. As I'm actually going to switch out into my Talonflame to take either Leaf Storm, Hidden Power. I mean, most superiors don't really carry Hidden Power Rock, so I wasn't really expecting Hidden Power Rock. So I'm gonna switch out my superior Talonflame, and as he shows me, he has Toxic. Now I was not expecting Toxic, so that's something that's surprising right there. So as he's gonna switch out, not taking a Brave Bird to the face or Flare Blitz since I do outspeed the way, as I actually just go straight for the Brave Bird. Brave Bird. And my Brave Bird does not do as much damage as I thought it would do. It does a decent chunk, but not too much. And he's just gonna rack up some Poison Heal. As I'm gonna just go ahead and Sword Stance, since I thought he'd maybe go for the Earthquake, predicting me to Roost this turn, as he actually goes for the knockoff, but doesn't really do too much damage. So at this point, I'm just gonna go for Brave Bird and just do maybe a great load of damage to this Gliscor, because I did, or I actually do switch into my Azumarill right here to tank an Earthquake. Yes, okay, Earthquake. And right here, I think he actually switches out into the Superior. I'm expecting the Liquidation. As he's just going to rack up some more Poison Heal. As he's actually going to knock off. I was predicting maybe the Superior switch. But either way, I still went for the Liquidation. Doesn't one-shot though, which I was surprised. So this thing's pretty bulky. And then after that, go for Aqua Jet, kill this Gliscor. Or actually, I don't go for the Aqua Jet and go for the Liquidation once more, as he switches out into the Scizor. So, and if you guys look at this damage, this is not offensive Scizor at all. What is that, like 50% of damage right there, somewhat? As he's obviously Choice Banded Adamant and just gonna knock me out with a Bullet Punch, which is pretty bad because I actually do need this thing around for whenever I need that for the Venomoth. So now I'm just gonna go on 1,000 watts to the Manectric here and just basically click Flamethrower. If he switches out into the Damnation Darmanitan, he's gonna take Stealth Rock damage, and then this Flamethrower to the face, so it's not gonna like that. And I also think I outspeed, but I'm not sure. And I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower right here and just kill off the Scizor. So basically at this point in time, I could just basically click Flamethrower and basically do damage to everything on his team. But right here, I actually do switch out into... Never mind. He goes for the U-turn, as I actually predict that and stay in, go for the Thunderbolt, expecting him maybe to go for... maybe to switch out into the Superior, but nope. Doesn't really matter at this point. I can just Hand Power Ice, get some damage on Damnation. Because Damnation, the Darmanitan is going to take Stealth Rock damage. And right here, I'm just going to kill this Gliscor off with the Hand Power Ice. So down goes the Gliscor. And in comes the Damnation, the Darmanitan, which is going to take Stealth Rock damage. And then, unfortunately for me, I do not want to stay in at all. As I'm going to switch out into Richard the Seismitoad to tank any hit, Flare Blitz, U-turn, Rock Slide, Earthquake, any of that, Superpower. As he actually goes for Flare Blitz. I mean, I was really expecting that, but most likely Earthquake, but that's okay. I actually do tank that Flare Blitz pretty well. I'm going to get some leftovers recovery. As he's doing a Flare Blitz again, do some decent damage. I mean, Sheer Force Flare Blitz, what could you expect? As I actually misclick right here, and this actually kind of pissed me off that I actually did click Stealth Rock again, and yeah, and even though the Stealth Rock was already set up, I misclicked. I was supposedly gonna go for a Scald, but I misclicked, and now he's gonna kill me off. But luckily for me, he's actually gonna knock himself out. So, I mean, now it's even, you know. So now in comes the Venomoth, and at this point, if I want my Talonflame to sweep at this point, I had to bring in my Latias and go for the Healing Wish. As right here, I just go for the healing wish. Just gonna let my Latios faint here. And just pass on the HP to my Talonflame. As he goes for sleep powder. So I was not expecting him. I was maybe expecting the quiver dance, but I was not expecting that. As I switch out into the return of the Talonflame, go for the, or give my Talonflame all the health to get rid of the poison, and now my Talonflame's all dandy and ready to sweep. As right here, just go for the Brave Bird and kill off his Venomoth. Just one shot it and obliterate to the next dimension. See you later, Venomoth. That's the end of Venomoth. And now the last mon Tai has, fortunately for him, is Superior, which cannot take a Brave Bird or Flare Blast to the face, unfortunately. Unless it had the fire resistant berry, but either way, it would have died because I still had real steel in the back, which is my Scizor, and could have just one shot. And that's gonna wrap up the match right here between Ty, my friend Ty. So if you guys enjoyed this battle, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next battle. Peace.